But first, we start out talking about protecting our water and our water resources. Jay Paul, our director, we meet from the Yadkin Riverkeeper organization. Dean Naujoks is executive director. Next to him is Gayle Tuch. She is a board member, right?
I am the board president.
Board president. And I had a segment earlier where I tried to promote somebody and they didn't want the promotion. Now I tried to demote you, and but you are the president of there. So Gayle, how long have you been involved with the board?
I've been on the board for about 3 years, and I've been the board president for the past 1.5.
Well, I just want to applaud you for what you do, Gayle, and the whole board. I mean, I think it's important work, and I want to learn more about it. And so I don't care which one of you answers this, but in just a few seconds, what's the mission of the group, and what do you do to advance that mission?
The mission is to work to protect water quality in the Yadkin PD River Basin and work with communities on clean water initiatives. So we work through education, action, and advocacy to protect water quality.
I noticed in the newspaper report the other day, in 2 different newspapers, it was talking about Alcoa wanting to get a renewal on their certificate, which would be a 50-year certificate for hydroelectric power. And they have allegedly, as I understand it, done some polluting over the years, which concern your group, and that's why you were up in arms about maybe wanting the state to look more closely at this certification. But beyond that, you had some criticism of state agencies themselves and federal ones for not acting soon enough on various things. Give me about a minute on that and why you're concerned.
Well, Alcoa is trying to get a 50-year license. They closed down their aluminum smelter in 2002. They've exported all the jobs overseas. All the electricity is now sold out of the state of North Carolina. The conditions they got the first 50-year license no longer apply. In addition to that, they have huge problems with complying with dissolved oxygen from all 4 of their dam operations. They have a huge contamination problem from the aluminum smelter, PCBs, contamination of groundwater. There's 46 hazardous waste sites around that facility. So what we've said is that if Alcoa wants a 50-year license, they should be required by law to comply with dissolved oxygen, which is part of the Clean Water Act. They should also have to clean up their toxic waste. We should not have contaminated fish and toxic waste sites.
And which bodies of water are most affected that we're talking about?
This is Baden Lake, but it's all part of the Yadkin chain. But the most recent PCB fish testing has indicated contamination over 50 river miles from High Rock Lake all the way down to Lake Tillery.
Gayle, why is the Yadkin River in general so important to all of us?
There's 500,000 people that live in our area, and we depend on the Yadkin River. Without the Yadkin River, we wouldn't be drinking. It would be a lot more complicated to get our water, but we've got the water right here, and it's our drinking water.
And a lot of places around the country and the world don't have that, and so we need to protect that valuable resource. Understand that. What kind of issues facing the Yadkin River might affect our drinking water, other than maybe some of the specific cases that Dean and I just mentioned? But in general, Gayle, I mean, what things can affect the water?
Well, a lot of people will flush their pharmaceuticals down the toilet, and that's what the doctors used to tell us to do. That will go into the water system. We can't get that out through the sewage.
So even with a treatment plant, we can't get certain toxins out of that, right?
That's correct. There are a lot of other issues as well, like the chemicals that go onto the ground that then go into the river that get washed into the river. But there are a lot, and you can look at our website. There's a lot of different topics and issues that we address. And our website is yadkinriverkeeper.org.
And the things we can do as individuals, it's not just giving up. Sometimes people say, well, there's nothing I can do to change Congress, or there's nothing I can do to change this or that. But individuals can make a difference in trying to protect water, right?
Absolutely. We've got a list of things that people can do on our website.
50 things people can do for
50 things people can. I want you to check this website out. It's a great one, yadkinriverkeeper.org, as Gayle mentioned. Also a plug for triadair.org and for partnc.org. So please, I hope you will check that out, and I really appreciate all the work that you guys are doing, and hope you'll come back sometime.
Sure.
All right.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back.